We're on our way to the mountain in about 10 minutes from now. How sick it's going to look once we kind of turn around the corner. We get an amazing view off of this mountain. So I've climbed this mountain before from a different side, never from the front. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. So I found the mountain. Hard to miss. So yeah, can't really miss it, but going straight towards it. It's about 5 kilometers away from kind of when you really start to climb up. So pretty exciting. Let's get it. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, as I said, because I've never climbed it this way through the middle, because it's like a crown, and usually people climb it from the sides because it has an easy way up. But down the middle is like a cliff, so it's going to be a new challenge, but looking forward to it. But yeah, so beautiful village in the background, as you can see. The backdrop is pretty unreal. This is where I grew up. You've got Madrid in the far distance, just behind this mound, about 50 kilometers away. And yeah, so this is the last village in the valley, in the mountains, before, well, it's kind of the end of civilization here. You venture straight into the national park and nobody can bother you. Nobody's here to bother you. I can see it right there. It's like really prominent right in my face. And yeah, I will be climbing it. I don't know how to explain this, but if I do this and that, and then you'll see. People usually climb from the sides, like so, but I'm going to go down the middle. See if that's even possible. Let's find out. A lot of this first part is actually on a road, so I might get the next car to come to potentially take me up. I don't know if they're going up, but it might be worth an ask. Let's ask. ¿Vas a subir a Camorritas? Sí, ahí. ¿Te encuentras sin momento, por favor? Muchas gracias, tío. Sí, tío, muchas gracias. Sí. Muchas gracias, Venga, encantado. Ahí está. Venga, hasta luego. And just like that, we got a little lift to save ourselves some of that road walk. And now we're venturing closer into the actual path itself. So let me just check how it's all going. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm this blue tick. I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna go up to here. That's the point. So it's pretty beautiful once you're up there. But yeah, let's go do it. So by the end of today's hike, we'll be 2 Burj Khalifas high. And for the Americans out there, I don't know how many football fields, but there's a lot. So we're going to keep going. And for the rest of the world, it's 1,000 meters incline, and the total altitude, hopefully there's no altitude today. The total altitude is going to be 2,138 meters. So quite a steep one. I mean, quite a high one, but more than that, it's just going to be very steep. So fun. Up there. Anyways, so I've changed to the other lens now, but I'm really excited to show you where I'm going. Going there. Up there. And I'm going down the middle. So the journey properly begins now. We've got this nice guy, as you saw. He dropped me off. I think he saved me about 1 kilometer of road walking, so yeah, that was nice to avoid that. But God, I'm really like getting out of breath. But yeah, so the reason why you can see all these cables and everything is because this used to be a train track for the steepest functioning train in Spain, but it's under construction right now, or renovations more like, so there's obviously no trains, and it's a nice path to walk on. It is quite unreal being here. These are the mountains I grew up in, and I would often come with family and friends and spend long afternoons here. You know, we had a beautiful golden retriever. I'll get a picture up. And we'd often bring her around here, these beautiful sceneries. I mean, as I just said, you guys can see why there's all of this stuff here, but soon there won't be anything except for trees and me, so that'll be quite nice. You know, nothing beats some amazing alpine mountain hiking, and the smell of pine trees is unmatched. Like, it's beautiful here because we've got pine trees here which are very old and have a very potent smell compared to other forests with young pines. And then over to this side we have oak trees. So these oak trees are also beautiful. They're native, so changes the whole deal of the forest. And then there's a lot of fern on the ground as bush. So, you know, the fact that this is just an hour's drive from Madrid capital centre, city centre, it's quite a unique thing. And, you know, as you heard in the video, when I got that hitchhike, yo soy español, crecí aquí en España, pero hablo inglés. Y me gusta documentar en inglés, aunque no me importa tampoco hablar en español, pero me parece que la gente que quiero que lo vea está en Inglaterra y en América. Y that's pretty much it. So we're going to keep doing this in English. Obviously most Spanish people understand and speak a bit of English, so this could also be any Spanish people watching this. A ver si os sirve un poco, y si queréis lo utilizáis para aprender un poco de inglés y ya está. But yeah, oh, the sun's coming out. But we're not stopping till we physically cannot keep going. And yeah, when I was a kid, not only did I hike a lot of these mountains, but I also did a lot of mountain biking. So my dad and I would come down routes in the woods, very thin little routes, and that was quite fun. Also did it with a bunch of my friends, and it's one of those feelings that it's difficult to explain. Yeah, you can hear some cows. These are actually, you don't want to mess with the cows around here, because if there's a calf, then you're buggered. Because they can be aggressive, you know, they're protecting their young. You don't want to get in their way, that's what I'm trying to say. Just avoid them. Mind your business. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting a little thirsty, but thankfully I brought myself a bottle of water. So I'm going to get a little bit of hydration in there. Mint. I'm actually going to get the drone out. Going to get some shots of where I'm going. And then keep going up. But it's a bit of a unique experience flying a drone around a place like this. Pretty unreal, I have to say. So let's get the drone going. Trying to find a good spot to take off. I think it's just going to be here. There's also a lot of bugs around here, so that's not fun. But what are you going to do about it? There's a couple of people around here. I don't want to bother them. I don't want them to think that I'm in the way. Oof. Yeah, no, these bugs are the annoying type. Also, September's around the corner, and we call these the September flies. I don't know why. Well, I mean, it's because they come in September, but the reason they're annoying, I don't know. They just like to linger and like stick to your face. So it's a bit of a piss take, I have to say. Anyways, I want to try and get this up without, as I said, disturbing anyone. So that'll be a fun one. Right. So yeah, I'm waiting for the drone to connect to some satellites. So that's going to be good. Going to make sure that the camera is filming at a good. Let's have a look.
Home point updated.
There we go. Auto. Bam. 62 gigabytes available. Love to hear it. So we've got enough space. Let's have a look. Transmission control. Yeah, perfect. Turbine frequency. Yeah, we need to get the gimbal. I'm doing a bit of a gimbal calibration for the drone. But yeah, it'll be good. Once it's done, drone will go right up. Although there is some people, again, I don't want to bother them, but I should be pretty quick. Drone goes up, nobody notices, and then we're out. There's people right there, it's a bit of a shame. Maybe if we do 4K. Yeah, 4K is needed here. Get the wide. 60 frames per second so we can slow down some footage. And it should do it. It should do it.
Hola.
Hey.
Hola.
Here we go. Gonna give it a minute. I think I'm going to probably. And just like that, the drone's up. So that is exactly where we're going. Wow, what a view! What a view! It's going to go further up. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Actually, I just got the scene on shot. I don't know. Oh yeah. Pretty amazing, I can't lie. But yeah, these flies are a bit annoying. So we're going to climb down the middle. Tell you what. You can probably hear the humming. Wow. can't even see the drone. Okay, anyways, we're gonna do a bit of a shot here. So, gonna get the mountains in frame, right, and put it on normal mode. And then we're gonna do a side movement whilst turning right. And that gives us this beautiful shot of the mountain that I'm climbing. God, I actually can't believe I'm going to do this now. Straight down the middle. It's a bit unreal. Anyways, let's bring this bad boy back. I don't even know, in screen, I don't even know where I am. Okay, never mind. Okay, perfect. I see it now. It's right above. So we're going to get this shot here. Going to get a nice picture actually. 28 megabytes as well, so we can zoom in. It's going to be pretty unreal. It's not even taking the picture. Hey, got it. But yeah, it's just one of those things that kind of, it's unreal around here. These beautiful, beautiful mountains. I'm going to do a 360 as well so people can see what's around. There's some other beautiful mountains around here. That's one I slept on, the one without trees, further in the distance. Wow. Wow, wow. And then we got my village down there, which, as I said, it's the last village before the mountains. This is now the park. And very, very far in the distance you've got Madrid. Wow, this is amazing, being this high up. So yeah, there to the left behind those mountains is Madrid. Pretty crazy. And if we keep going, we'll go around. There's some more mountains. That one's a fun one to climb as well in the distance. And that there is a ski resort at the very tip. That's it. I can't believe that's an actual ski resort. Here. Let me go back to this beauty. Wow. Alright, let's do it. I want to be able to land this in my hand. Here, let's get that. Yeah, let's get that in here. Here we go. It's coming down. It's going to take a bit, but it's on its way down. I wonder if there's any wind. Got it. Camera filming a camera. Let's go. Let's put it this way. I don't know how to lean it without shit. Done. Just like that. We've flown the drone. Got some cool shots. But the hike has to continue, because that's just gathering It's a time waster. So yeah, this place is quite special to me because every Wednesday and Saturdays, I'm pretty sure, I'd come here with my mum and some of my friends and their parents as well, and we'd go in there in the water, as you can see, and yeah, so maybe that's why I don't mind the cold as much, because I'm kind of used to it. But this place is unreal. I forgot how beautiful it was, and just the kind of the peace that you get when you're in a place like this is kind of unmatched. But yeah, let me show you this. Let's see if this is a stable rock. It is. So yeah, we'd go in here in this bit of water. Yeah, we'd go in here. It's like the cleanest water as well. It's crazy. It's really cold actually. We're in a... oh, hang on. Let me dry my hand a bit. We're in the middle of August, so this is like peak summer. The days get quite hot around in Spain, but around here, when you're in nature like this, it doesn't get so hot, and the water is still cold. I want to guess that water is at least... I mean, it's at least 4 degrees, but it's no more than like 7. So, Celsius. And the Americans, get used to it. It's Celsius. Anyways, I think I might chill here for a bit, have some water, and then keep going. Before I leave this spot, I want to get some of the berries that I saw, because they look really good. Here we go. Let me show you. I wouldn't get prickled. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Let's open this up. There we go. Yeah. Got some berries, as you can see. Hang on. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, like that's like the perfect. Oh, it's like the perfect amount of sour, but just the amount of sweet. Because when you get a berry that's too... oh, there's more here. When you get a berry that's too sweet, that's not nice. Or when it's too sour, that's obviously horrible. But this is a chunky one. This one's even bigger. Look at that. So good. Oh, this is actually good. These are good, and there's so many of them. Look. Hang on, let me move the phone out the way. Look at them. Look at that. Look how good these are. Just out here in nature. I don't need to pay for these. I don't need to get scammed and get ones that have been coming from Peru. I get the ones here. Okay, this is too good. I'm going to take a bunch because this will be part of my food today. I got a banana with me. That's pretty much it. I'm doing a intermittent fast, so it's probably going to get long. It's going to get prolonged this morning. Because, oh my god, these are actually really good. These are fucking... oh. And there's so many as well, kind of dotted around the forest. Hell yeah. This is crazy. And we got some more. Let's see, here we go. Look. Let's see if you spot them. I'm sure you can. Look at that. There's one there, another one at the top. And these in the sun. These bad boys. They taste good. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised how good these taste. Oh. Not even one that tastes bad. That's quite rare. Sometimes these can have a bit of a strong, as I said, either too sweet or too sour. But maybe I'm coming at the right time of year for these. So that's some more here, look. Okay, that one didn't really taste good. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't great. Okay, sorted. But yeah, berries for the fucking win, man. I love berries. Anyways, let's keep going. Keep going on this crazy adventure, which is amazing to be able to vlog and show you around the beautifulness. Yeah, beautiful to come around here. Wow, let's keep going. Wow, look at this. This tree. This is amazing. This was a pine tree. This was a beautiful pine tree at one point. It's still beautiful, but now clearly it was either struck by lightning and it died and it's fallen. Although no, it looks like it's been chopped. But no, this is weird. This is a bit weird to see this, but yeah, again, the one thing I love about this part of Spain and the nature around here is that you've got nice oak trees, like these ones, which we all know oak trees are great. Oak wood is amazing for tables and furniture. And then we've got the majority of what's around here is actually pine trees. So, like these beautiful pine trees with a lot of history, a lot of texture and life. Let's go and explore a waterfall. I can see one. Oh, this is actually, let's brighten this one up. It's actually pretty sick. So this is a bit more of a waterfall, as you can see behind me. Hang on, how do I? There we go. Yeah. So this is a bit of more of a waterfall. Yeah, it's lovely. And as I said, the water around here, even though we're in mid-August, the water's actually still quite cold. So I wouldn't want to risk it, considering. Obviously, the second you get in the sun, whew, that's hot. That is hot. Okay, so there's actually a cow up ahead, and the thing with cows is that if they've got a calf, you don't want to bother them. So I think the cow's seen me, and I'm not seeing a calf, so I'm pretty safe. But you know, there's more deaths every year because of a cow than sharks. But there it is. There's the cow. Here we go. So there's often these tiny little fountains, and that water you see is coming straight out of the mountain. So it's as pure as it gets. It's as pure as it gets. So I've got water here from the tap from the house. I mean, it's not bad. where we live in Cercedilla, we probably get the purest water because it comes from places like this. But then again, it's gone through, you know, plumbing and everything. And this here is just coming straight out the mountain. So I'm going to try this, and then I'll try that and see if I can get a difference. See if I can taste the difference. Alright, well obviously I know that water is pretty good anyways. Let's have a try at this one. It's a lot colder. Oh, and it's so much fresher. Like, you can kind of taste. I think let's see. Yeah, I'm actually going to empty this water a bit, not all the way. But yeah, you can actually taste the great quality water that it is. So we're going to fill it up. These flies are horrible. We're going to fill up the bottle and keep going because we've still got a way to go. Unreal. And now if I have the shits tomorrow, then that's on me. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah. The one thing I forgot to put on today was my watch. I have my phone and then off, you know, downloaded map, offline map. So not as concerned, but preferably when you go out, you want to make sure that you take everything needed to be safe. And I mean, I'm safe, I've got everything needed to be safe, but the only reason I'm comfortable without my watch is because I know the area. There's often big trees, like this one, in the way. That's the path. That's good. I've had to get myself a little plant because there's some really annoying flies. The September flies, man, they're coming and they're hungry. They don't bite, but they just fly around your face. It's so annoying. Anyways, whew, it's already getting pretty steep into the woods. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Here in the woods, there's the flies. So annoying. But this works. It's like a tail, like a horse's tail. Got my own eye there. Fuck. That's an eagle. That's a baby eagle. I don't know how they call them. There's probably a correct name for baby eagle, but that's it won't be a bald eagle, but it'll be a local eagle, which is still sick. I don't know what it is, but there's so many flies. Like, it's unreal the amount of flies, and I'm having to use this. Like, I have to stop for a minute to get water, breathe, because I'm going up a steep hill. But all this to say, yeah, like, those flies, man, Jesus. I have to keep doing this. If not, they're going to eat me alive at this point. I mean, if I stop, watch. There's one around my face, around my legs, my ears, my mouth. Oh. And unless you do this, it's so annoying. Anyways, it's still peaceful, you know. It's nice that my only concern right now is flies in my face. Like, you know, when you put it into perspective like that, it's not so bad. Not so bad after all. Fuck. But yeah, so yeah, as I said, like, it's pretty peaceful regardless of the flies, and there's something very comforting in the fact that my only concern is having to get the flies out of my face, and I don't have anything else to worry about right now. And I think there's something very special about that, because in today's world, the human brain is processing too much information with social media, the media, the amount of people we connect with on a daily basis, and our primal brains are not really designed for that. Even though we can cope with it and we do handle it, but there's a reason why meditation is such a big practice of mindfulness, and also being in nature on your own. It kind of brings that without even kind of having to make an effort, which I love. It's so natural. But then again, I still really like to meditate. I love to do breath work, and sort of that mental strengthening. But here is where, as I said, it just comes naturally, which is beautiful. Anyways, I'm just waffling at this point. I'm trying to catch my breath and get these motherfucking flies away. But yeah, no, so far this is fun. I'm quite close to when the hike becomes unknown to me. At this point, this is all known to me. But just further up, a little bit further up is where it supposedly becomes a cliff. So we'll see how we do that, because maybe I'm obviously unable to climb that without the proper gear. And I'll just turn around and call it a day, and I'll come back in the future if if I do need to come back with the right gear, and I'll do the hike with maybe with a professional climber as well. One of my old friends around here is a climber, so I'll just call him and be like, hey, you want to show me around? But no, we're still going to give it a go. Still going to give it my best go, but I'm not going to do anything stupid or risk my life. And I hope that anyone watching here is also on board with that. The fact that, no matter how much you want to do something physical, listen to your body and kind of have some common sense, because I'm sure your family won't want to be receiving a call about a missing kid or a missing brother or missing father. So don't do anything stupid. Don't do this at home. It's recommended to go hiking with someone. But then again, if there's no one to go with, and you know the route and you're prepared, then go for it, by all means. Anyways, see, this continuous gentle swatting is getting all the flies away. But it does feel it feels a little counterintuitive, because usually, actually it's not, I guess, in nature this is what you get. Also wanted to talk about the what I find crazy is the wildfires in the rest of Spain. Those are quite scary, because there's a lot of beautiful nature and forests being burnt down. And there was actually a fire 40 kilometers away from here, towards Madrid. And, that was, it's just never nice thinking that all this beauty, which, you're watching in the small frame that you see, but it's immense. And it would be devastating if any of it got burnt. It's just so beautiful. There's so much nature and so much life in here, from so many different animals, and the history of these trees, and some of these trees are over 150 years old. Like this one just behind me, this nearest one. Judging by the size of that tree trunk, that's easily, it's easily 100 years old, and it'd be devastating if that just burnt in a day or two. So hopefully the firefighters around here are prepared, and hopefully all of the precautions, which I know there are a bunch around here, I hope they're all in place. One of them is the fact that when you look at a mountain, like a forest with all these trees, every certain amount of kilometers there is an opening where they cut all the trees and they keep the grass really short. So if there is a fire, it'll burn one side, but the fire won't be able to travel and burn the rest. So I hope that those precautions are kept neat, because obviously if there is any of these growing, any wheats or any bushes growing, then the fire will be able to travel right through. So that's essentially it. Anyways, I better keep going. because this mountain ain't gonna climb itself. Okay, we've reached the nice point in this hike, as you can see. Behind me, got Madrid and my village, and then up here is where those mountains are, which is not that far away now. This is probably the hardest bit coming up. The hardest bit is the flies, actually. But yeah, so this is going to be sick. Yeah, it looks like shit gets pretty steep at this point. Got to go up this way. So, and the flies are still trying to eat me. But it's all good. We've got offline maps. We're going to follow that. And we follow these dots as well. Blue dots on the rocks. So yeah, keep going. But yeah, we've got to use our hands at times to be able to get up. This beautiful sceneries. Wow. But yeah, the flies, man. Whoa! It's making this hike so much harder. But as I said, worst problems to have in life. Look at that. Crazy. So I'm going up there now. Wow. This is where I've come from. All the way down there. Woo! Hell yeah! This is something. These views. Wow. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Yeah, so now it's time to do some more techie climbing, more on the cliff side of things, but I'll try and get some nice bits. Hell yeah. We can have this nice banana. I've squished it in the bag. It still tastes great, but yeah. Oh, this is unreal. Woo! There's some pretty unreal nature, if you ask me. Oh shit! There we go. Yeah, I really squished this one. Fuck. Anyways, we got the breeze. I dipped my hair in the water earlier on, in the little stream. Sun is out, food is in. The flies have stopped bothering me. Fuck yeah. This is great. This is great. I wonder if you'll catch this. It was about time for these sunnies to come on. Sun is getting strong, so we're going to keep going for this time. But yeah, this time these bad boys are on, so I'm just going to keep grinding it out. Going to keep going. We keep going. Wow. I think it's this way. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Can't actually see the route. Oh, supposedly I'm on it. Alright, it's this way. This is it. This is the route. Oh yeah, here we go. I can't wait to get out the trees because this is where all the flies are. Woo. For reference of how steep this is, I'm upright, so you can see the inclination. That would be straight. Oh, like that. Okay, we have to keep going. I need to, fuck, the flies are back. They're so annoying. I've got my legs and everything. Fucking hell. Need to keep moving. But I want to know where the hell I'm going. Okay. Continue through the trees a bit. Unfortunately, wish I could already go up. I have to go this way. I'm pretty sure it's this way. It's not very clear right now. Can't lie. Woo. Let's pop you. Don't know where to put you. I think I'm just gonna have to hold you. Okay, yeah, it does go down a bit, and then it goes back up. So here we go. Shit's deep. Whoa! Look at this. People, you can see people do climbing here because there's some clips for people to come with their ropes and climb. Again, I don't have that, so I'm just free soloing it. Should be fine. I listen to my gut instinct, and I think I've got a pretty good sense of safety. Although I guess maybe you could say I don't because I'm doing this solo, but I feel safe with myself. That's all that matters. Look at that. It's unreal. So they climb up here, they come, and there's clips, metal clips, so they come with their ropes and harnesses and climb. I'm going to try and put you on the rock. I mean on the tree. Ooh, hey. Chances are that might fall. Let me check. Okay, this way. Going the right way. Way. Yeah, you can see. I have to go through here. Let's do it. Oh, it's so bright again. That's better. Wow, this is unreal. Oh, I hope I don't fall. No, I won't. Oh, there's some eagles. I don't think the camera's going to capture them, but there's some eagles around there. Wow. We keep going. Alright, this part's hard. God, that sounds horrible. There we go. Hey. This is what we just came up. Doesn't look like much, but it's all the way, drops down that way. Yeah, shit's getting pretty real around here. Hang on, that's better. It is wild. And I have to go up this rock, which is pretty steep. rocks again. There you go. Woo! Okay. Oh. It's pretty unreal, I have to say. Whew. These little rocks, they saved my life. Not literally, but they kind of tell me where to go. They help me not get lost. Actually, I'm gonna put you there. There you go. Little moment of rest. Some water. Oi. That's better. The thing you want to bear in mind when you've got water is you don't want to down it in one go. You want to do little sips. You want to drink slow. There's no rush. You're not going to die of dehydration even if you feel it. Just when there's not much water, do it slow. No rush. Your body will hydrate better and will thank you if you just take it easy. Even though I feel right now like I'd love to down this in one go, but considering I've still got a little bit to go, it would be stupid. Wow. It's still nice and cold, so I'm going to keep it in the shade, keep it that way, nice and cool. Wow. The beauty that all this nature has is it's kind of it's so precious. It makes me feel sad. I don't know why, but not like actually low sad, but just like happy sad, you know. I think it's just about grateful to have a functioning body that I work on to improve. Grateful to be able to see this, to smell it, to hear it. You know, I know I've got my music, but you know, even without the music, it's I'm just gonna leave my phone in the shade. I don't want it to overheat. Grateful to be able to hear it all. So I feel like if you don't take the risk, you're not going to have the reward. And nowadays there's people are too comfortable and they're too entertained by the online world and media and social media and everything. But the real world is out there, to be explored and out there to meet people. I'm not saying social media is bad, because I've met some pretty incredible people through social media, so I'm not saying it's bad. But I'm just saying, sometimes you've got to appreciate what's just outside. And you probably end up meeting people doing these sort of things as well, you know. But what I mean by, you need to take a risk, is just the fact that if you don't take a risk, you're not going to know what could have been. And you're never going to regret failing, but you will regret not doing. So you might as well take the risk. Go talk to that person. Go start that business. Speak to that investor. Learn the new language, learn the new sport. Practice what you're not good at and improve. And aim to be the best version of yourself on a day-to-day basis. Take that risk. It's all about taking the risk. Anyways, I gotta stop waffling because I need to go up. Fuck me. This final bit I'm gonna film on my phone, so hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, we made it. We climbed through the middle of the Siete Picos. It's windy as hell, as you can see. I came from down there, through the woods, from the village, through the woods, and up. To the highest peak. This is extremely windy. Look at that. Right, we reached the top, and that was exhausting. And my legs have so many cuts from the plants, and I think my palm I got a cut on my palm as well. But it was good, survived. It is possible, and it's still dramatic, but now it's time to go down a more chill way, family friendly, quite literally, as you can see the family there, and then have some lunch and call it a day. Call it a day. What a day. What a morning. Yeah. Considering I've had the busy week with some late nighters, early mornings. Got to rest for the next week. But this was really nice. Needed. But yeah, as I was saying, that was fun. But it was quite the event. No real complaints though, that was amazing. I think I'd definitely do it again, maybe with less gear, maybe a different time of year, I think the flies really were a big issue when I was going through the, hang on, I'm doing a bit of parkour here. Yeah, they were a bit of an issue when I was going through the actual forest itself. And I'm about to go through it again, so a different forest though. But yeah, so it's just slightly frustrating. You're just trying to advance, and you've got all these flies going in your ears, your mouth, your nose. You're like, oh, horrible. Pretty sure some of them did sting my legs, because my legs right now, they're aching. But yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I've only had like 4 berries and a banana today, so it's time to have some lunch. Hell yeah! But anyways, yeah, this is your sign to go hiking. And if nobody wants to join you, do it on your own. You know, it's beautiful. You get to think, you get to enjoy things that you probably wouldn't see if not. And there's been moments with this hike where I put the camera away so that I could focus on the nature around me. You know, because it's and also there were some very difficult parts where I couldn't get this camera out. I used my phone for a couple clips, but there was bits where I was fully rock climbing up like 65 degrees. It felt like it. And yeah, that was rough. But all good nonetheless. And now we go back down. I've got my I've got Fabian, man like. Shout out to the guy. He says he's gonna start doing content, let's see. But I've got him picking me up after I've had a bit of lunch up here in one of these restaurants. So what a G. What a G. Because I don't think, maybe after lunch I would have the capacity to go back down. I don't even have the capacity to speak. But yeah, maybe after lunch I would be able to walk back down. But since he's offered, that was nice. And obviously I'm going to take that offer. So yeah. Anyways. Look how nice this all looks. Pretty unique if you ask me. Wow. It's crazy to see the scale and distances of places, because when my friend and I crossed Spain running from the north, Bilbao, near France, down to Malaga, all the way at the bottom, that was a bottom. I don't know why I say it like that, all the way at the bottom of the trip. I don't know why. Yeah, we thought that was a good idea. I mean, it was great to do it, but like that shit was hard, man. Like, fuck. we got so many injuries, and not like from that necessarily, but you know, little things that you don't really want to have, pains and everything. And yeah, I mean, we made it. We crossed running and cycling from Bilbao to Malaga, north to south. It's more than, I think it's about 600 miles is how long it took. Yeah, 600 miles, which was pretty unreal. 1,000 kilometers or so, pretty sure. But yeah, so when I'm up here, because this is the center of Spain, the very middle, Madrid is, and the mountains here. So when I'm up here and I look down, I look at the vast lengths of land that we crossed in 2 weeks. And you know, this is just a fraction of it. So it's kind of baffling. But hey, it just shows how resilient the human body can be. And likewise, goes to the brain if you put the capacity and if you put the discipline and determination for anything, really. Wow. I learned to snowboard in these mountains here. In wintertime, this is all white, this is all snowy. So, just around here. Anyways, I was up there just a second ago. Now it's the way down. Right, I've decided it's about the right time to practice my languages. So, number 1, Russian. No, I don't speak Russian. Bled! Kurva! Bled! Bled! That's what they say. I think bled is like holy shit or like fuck. And then kurva is like bitch. So there you go, there's my extensive knowledge of Russian. No, we've got, hang on, there you go. We've got, je m'appelle Daniel. And then what, I forgot to say like, and, je m'appelle Daniel. Je parlais un peu français. Attends, s'il vous plaît. Je parlais un peu français. D'accord? Merci. So there you go, a little bit of French. And then, let's try. Ich spreche Deutsch. Na, ich spreche ein wenig Deutsch. Ja. Willem. So there's my German. Parlo italiano. You got my English, which you've been hearing this whole fucking vlog. Whatever the sort of vlog this is, getting to know me kind of vlog. And then, oh yeah, y luego también hablo español, obviamente. Pero es igual, también es obvio. Pero bueno, so I do actually have to practice my Spanish a bit more. And my English, to be honest. Once you kind of learn more than one language extensively, you kind of lose a tiny touch of both. So, like that saying, Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, one of my aims is to learn more languages. Well, the ones that I've kind of touched base on, the ones I've touched base on a bit, I'd love to learn more. So, German's definitely one of them. But French is a nice one. Yeah, I think French would be a really cool language to know more of. And then, if we're talking practically, I should be learning Mandarin or Russian, just for, God, it flies. You can see what I mean now. But yeah, if we're talking on the practical side of things, then 100% it's the Russian and Mandarin, and probably German as well. But yeah, beautiful sceneries as you can see. Tired guy right in front of your face, you know. But anyways, I encourage you to learn a language, and I encourage you to just, as I said, get out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill, take the risk. You don't lose anything, just gains. But yeah, I'm gonna soon arrive at the slopes where I learnt to snowboard many years ago. And actually I learnt to ski first, and then I switched to snowboarding because I preferred it. So yeah, we'll see those in a minute. And then it's just like 20 minutes or less from there to the restaurant, so I can have some food, because I am hungry right now. Like, yeah, haven't eaten since last night. Had an early dinner, went to the gym. I mean, I've had the berries and banana this morning, but that's it. I am dry. So yeah, it's kind of good anyways. I'm trying to lose some unwanted body fat percentage and build some muscle. But to build some muscle, I need to be eating a lot of protein. So that's going to change, you know. I think I've been eating the maintenance amount of protein, but I just need to surplus. That's the plan. Hello, horses. Look, these are wild horses. I'm going to try and get the brightness up. Oh, that's down. Look at them. Pretty chill. I'm pretty happy. Although they've got the same issue as me with the flies. So, oh, did I scare them? I didn't mean to. Anyways, there they are. So yeah, those are the slopes where I learnt to ski and snowboard. And you can see the markings. I'll zoom in a bit more. But yeah, so that is, oh, flies again. That is exactly where I learnt to snowboard. And you never know, maybe this winter, if I'm not travelling to other countries for work, then maybe I'll do some snowboarding. But we'll see. Last year I was able to do some snowboarding in Switzerland, which was unreal. Very nice, with my close friend Eric. Shout out. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be back to Switzerland as well. Love that country. My legs are absolutely killing me going down this hill. My quads are saying, why? Because after going uphill, which is already a strain, going downhill is just a killer. So also on the knees, it's not great, but I'm taking it easy, I'm in no rush, so nice and slow beats the game. We made it. Cheers. Can't even get a break from the flies in here. It's horrible. Whew. This is aguadis, Spanish greatness. Wow, definitely hungry now. A little sandwich, 2 drinks, I've already finished one. And some nuts. And some flies apparently as well, fuck. Anyways, time to enjoy this. It's 3:30, first meal of the day. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Look at the creaminess on that. And the flies. Fuck. And after that physically exhausting hike with a heavy bag, which has my drone, lenses, camera gear, that was heavy. I'm gonna have myself a Red Bull. Red Bull Zero though, because we're trying to, yeah, that shit's good. I need the energy. It's come to pick me up.
Hello.
We made it. Oh yeah, go on. There we go. Appreciate it, bro. There we go.
Mate, what a day
Hike
for
is
it.
done. Bro. So, we have finished. Man like, Fabian's come to pick me up.
Come on.
Thanks fuck, because my legs were not going to get me back down. And yeah, it's a great day for it. It looks like some clouds are coming in, but I took the most advantage out of this. Wait, they're going in there. They didn't fit. They thought about it. But yeah, anyway, so thank you Fabian for picking me up. And
Pleasure, bro. The drive up here was actually pretty blessed as well. We'll probably show you the scenery in a sec, but
oh yeah,
this kind of vibe in Spain, it's warm, but it's not extremely hot. There's quite a nice breeze up here, so
I might change the song.
Just
Feliz.
Just it's a remix.
Okay.
Just yeah, the SoundCloud remixes, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, just driving down here. Actually, driving up here is usually a little bit more enjoyable. But yeah, just driving up, you know, with the breeze, windows open. The reason why I tend to wear a cap in summer as well is so my hair doesn't go everywhere. It's not trying to look like a bellend.
You don't look like it, but now you've said it. Now you look like it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just pure vibes.
Pure vibes.
And yeah, the scenery is just absolutely incredible. Feel very blessed to live where I live.
Yes. Yeah, I'd like to say that it's not the whole of Spain that looks like this, because other parts of Spain just don't have as much to show for. But this is beautiful.
Daniel just finished up a cheeky 10-kilometre hike with pretty extreme landscape.
We would have seen, because this is the end of that video, so you would have seen all of that. But
get
yeah.
this shot, yeah.
If you want to have a good hike and avoid all the haze, November is your best month, because in November there's not the heat is not in the air, so the skies are crispy clear.
But it's not because of the fires.
No, not anymore.
Or
No.
do you think that could contribute to?
I mean, potentially, but I've seen this in years where there's no fires. there's nothing to do. It's just when I was in Switzerland in November, that's when I realised, and I got told as well by the local hikers. They said, yeah, like November's, if you can avoid the snow, like just before the proper snow season starts, it's a crazy month because you get clear blue skies and you can see as far as the eye can possibly see. So it's quite nice.
Nice.
But this is lovely as well. But you saw it. You saw how crazy the scenery looked up there. So yeah, I don't need to sell it to you. So if you ever want to come to Madrid, follow the route I did at your own risk. Maybe maybe message me, and I can suggest a calmer one, or even show you a nice one. We can go together.
Daniel will show you around.
I'll show you around. I'm a mountaineer around here, so